Yeah, it has been quite some week for the Gunners. They are in fine fettle heading into that game at Stamford Bridge in the second part of Super Sunday tomorrow. Away to inform Chelsea. Tim, just to reel off some of the stats for Arsenal so far this season. I mean, compared to last season at this stage, they're 7 points up on that, unbeaten in the last 16 games in all competitions, won just the 14 of those. Only 3 defeats in the last 40 Premier League games. So no huge surprise at the moment in terms of where the bookmakers think the title is going. They think it definitely is going to North London and the red half of North London for the first time in 21 years. And you were sat in that seat a week ago where you said, win the North London derby, they will win the Premier League and they'll win it for years and years to come. Still stand by that. I assume after that performance on Sunday, you absolutely stand by it.
I just thought it was a huge game of football. I thought if they lost this game, they were going to the one against Chelsea tomorrow and it would be a very difficult game for them. I think they'll win their game against Chelsea now. I don't see anyone challenging them this season. I think the nearest challenges will come from the team who have got the experience to be able to win the league, which is Man City. I think they will come nearest. But we all talked about, can they deal with the injuries? They've ticked that box now. They've covered that. He can't do it without Gabriel. And Capia comes in. He's magnificent. It was seamless to change. He couldn't do it without Odegaard in years gone by. They can do it without anyone now. They got players like Declan Rice, who is an AI player. I mean, if you had to make a player, an absolute superstar.
It's the first AI reference I think we've had regarding a player.
For a manager's dream, I mean, this kid has got everything. You got Timber, who's probably the best fullback in the world. You know, for me, they're just incredible footballers, and they've got. The only thing that's missing is they haven't done it. And if they do get over the line, I think everyone's got a problem. We know how difficult it is to win back-to-back titles.
But the eyebrow-raising bit of what you said last week wasn't that you think they'll win the title, because I don't think many, based on their current form, would disagree with that. But you said this was the big Merson-style claim in his chair. They'll win it for years and years to come. You think that as well still?
Yeah, of course.
But might we have said that at Liverpool this time last season?
Yeah, we would have done.
So what's the difference here?
Well, we just covered that. I think it was...
No, but in terms of Arsenal, how
Arsenal
are
young enough. They've got the quality, they've got the strength in depth, they're young enough. I think Gyökeres is a question mark. I think they still think they need a centre forward at this present moment in time. I haven't seen enough of him, but if he comes, you know, players, Kai Havertz, who hasn't even got changed yet, you know, so they've got ability to be able to do it. The only thing that was missing, we'll all say, is they haven't done it.
Yeah.
But once they do it, the experience of having done it, I think they're capable with the young group of players and a very young manager who's still got the drive to go and win it again. Because he'll be just like Pep Guardiola. He won't say, oh, got there. That's how relaxed now. He'll be like, right, on to the next. On to the next. They're capable. We know how difficult it is. There's only Man City and Man United ever won back-to-back. But I think if they miss out a year, I think you'd be there or thereabouts and they'll go again. What I'm saying is in the next 10 years, I think they're capable of winning it 5 times.
And Bordy, listen, Tim, and we've spoken about it a lot, that strength in depth they've got this season. But something else that strikes me that seems to be different about them this season is they look mentally a different beast at the moment. Would you concur with that, or still too early to make that kind of call?
Listen, I think they've been like that for the last couple of seasons. When you look at what the Manchester City team had to put up to stop them, Liverpool had to put up to stop them, I mean, that was levels that, you know, we don't often see. You know, this Arsenal team, when you go back, and I think everybody thought a couple of years ago they were going to arrive, they had a couple of bad injuries and all of a sudden it derailed their title challenge. That ain't going to happen this year because they've got more players out than what they did back then and they're still winning games comfortably. I mean, when you look at the performance on Wednesday night, everybody's, before that game, was saying, you know, Bayern Munich, one of the favourites for the Champions League. The second half, they ran all over the top of them.
Just dispatched them, didn't they?
Could not get near them. Could not get near them. Albeit, listen, Bayern Munich, I thought the first half, you know, done reasonably well. But the big thing for me would be as well that, you know, usually when you've got top teams that dominate the ball and they'll suffocate teams, Bayern Munich had more possession than Arsenal. They knew exactly what they were doing. We'll sit in, and then we'll hit you in the counter-attack and score the goals that they did. And the options they've got all over the pitch is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it. Even Lewis Skelly, he's been in and out of the team. You know, he's not played a lot of football recently. But as soon as Calafiori had come onto that pitch on Wednesday, they just went again. He gets the assist. There's a physique about them. They're very difficult to stop. They can create chances. They can score from set plays. Right now, they are the perfect team.
And what they also have, Sue, it seems at the moment that they've got that balance. They've got really, really good competition for places, but they just feel like they're all pulling in the same direction. So when players are on the bench, like Madueke, who'd come back, was midweek, Gabriel Martinelli back and on the bench as well. They look at that rather than a blow. Obviously, everyone wants to start, but a chance to contribute later on. And indeed they do. Madueke comes on, scores his first goal. Gabriel Martinelli scores a goal as well. It just feels as a unit, as a whole now, they're absolutely pulling in the same direction.
Yeah, I think they've got that sort of healthy competition, haven't they, now for places, and the squad depth has been a massive positive for them. Because I think when you look at previous seasons, when they've lost key players, it's really affected them, whether it's Ødegaard, whether it's Saka, whether it's one of the centre-backs. But now they've got players to come in and replace them. And not just replace them and be not as good as them. They are as good as them. They've got that sort of real quality. So, like Boydie said, so many players out, and yet they're continuing to win games. So I think the recruitment's been excellent. You know, we spoke about Liverpool's recruitment. You know, it may come good, but you look at Arsenal's and you just think it's complemented the players that are already there. The likes of Zubamendi coming in, it's then been helping Rice so he can kick on and further his game. So I think everything, like, you know, we've all spoken about Arsenal the last few weeks. They do look the perfect team, and they've got a bit of everything, haven't they? So we've spoke about, you know, where we've said, they score a lot of goals from set pieces. They can still play teams off the park if they need to. They can still go from back to front quickly if they need to. Yes, they'll score set pieces and be very strong at that, but they've just got a bit of everything. So, yeah, certainly the team to beat, and they've been outstanding.